Well, I guess it goes without saying, but under N, you could probably count networking events, networking and networks. But when it comes to the A to Z of networking, what else did you come up with for the letter N? A strong network is a tremendous resource that, if looked after and nurtured correctly, provides some huge potential for your career or business growth. But only if nurtured, only if you stay in touch, only if you engage with people when you don't need anything, only when the touch points, the points at which you get in touch with them, are as much about them as about you, if not more so. If you start neglecting those relationships, the network won't be there for you when you need it. We all get nerves, we all get nervous, and networking throws up plenty of opportunities for those to kick in. Whether it's walking into a room full of strangers, asking someone for a big favour, whatever it may be, the butterflies will go. You know, we'll be frightened about being judged. We don't want to be a burden. We're worried about people saying no, rejecting us. We want to look good, and that stops us doing things. But if we can get beyond that, if we can feed on the nerves, create excitement and adrenaline to help us, to push us forward, then we'll achieve so much more. Some great things can be achieved if you can just push past that first barrier of butterflies. Whether online or face to face, just be yourself. You know, people can very quickly see through a mask, and it's really hard to keep it going. Desperation is really not an attractive trait. Yes, you should have a close network with whom you can share your challenges, to whom you can ask for help. But there's a big difference between being uncomfortable, being challenged, and being needy. Pay attention to the person you're engaging with, the person you're talking to, and always be on the lookout for opportunities for them and for other people in your network. Always respect people in your network and treat them in a way that will mean they want to be there for you when you might need their help. It's always worth being open to growing your network. Obviously, if your network is quite small, you need to focus on that. If it's strong already, there's nothing wrong with finding the right new contacts, but you may choose to be more selective in how you do so. Leave it behind. There's no point carrying negativity into any engagement, any interaction with your network. It will not benefit you, and it will not benefit the people you network with. Remembering names is one of the biggest challenges that most of us face when we network. And there are a number of tips I could share about how to do so, but actually the number one tip is be honest, because everyone forgets names. So just be aware of that and be a little bit more comfortable with it. But one way that will help you remember not just names, but what you've promised and what you've discussed, is to keep notes. You know, if it's important enough and culturally it's okay, ask permission and write on the back of someone's business card, or write down in your phone when you're with them. Otherwise, as soon as possible after the event, maybe on the train afterwards, take a few minutes and just capture your thoughts while they're still fresh in your mind. So those were your networking N's. I'll be back with O's in the A to Z of networking very soon.